He sustains everything. That's why we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because He is the most gracious, that's why we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the most merciful, that's why we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, there is another attribute which is mentioned, and that is Malik. Anyone know what does Malik mean? Malik means the owner. Malik means what? The owner. Allah is the owner of everything. In this dunya and in the hereafter. Our life, Allah is the Malik. Allah is the owner. Our wealth, Allah is the Malik. Allah is the owner. The things that we see around us, the mountains, the heavens, the earth, the trees, everything, the sun, the moon, everything that we see, who is the owner? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When someone is owner of something, he has the authority to do anything. Right? This is why we say, As-Samad, Allahu Samad. Everyone needs Allah, but Allah doesn't need anyone. Because He is the owner. He can do whatever He wants. So Malik, when we say Malik, remember, we are saying, Ya Allah, you are the owner. Why we praise you, Ya Allah? Because you are the owner of everything. Understand or no? So next time when we recite Surah Al-Fatiha, we ponder and reflect over these verses of the Quran. And remember the hadith, that whenever we recite Surah Al-Fatiha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to us. When we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds. We say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds. Everyone understood that? Okay. Now, one of the sunnah of salah is, when we are praying 3 rak'ah or 4 rak'ah, and we're talking about fard, then in the 3rd and 4th rak'ah, we are only supposed to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. We're not supposed to add any other surah. And that is only if we are praying alone and individually, not behind the imam. Because behind the imam, you're not supposed to recite anything. Is that understood? Because sometimes I hear some people, they are reciting behind the imam. You must understand, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in Quran explicitly that when the Quran is recited, you must be quiet. And the hadith of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he mentions sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that the recitation of the imam is the recitation of the muqtadis. So the recitation of the imam suffices for the people who follows the imam, the muqtadis. So when you are praying behind the imam, you are not supposed to recite anything, Surah Al-Fatiha or anything else. Only thing that you're supposed to say is Allahu Akbar, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, and At-Tahiyyatu. And in the beginning, if you catch the imam with Takbiratul Tahrim and the first takbir, you're supposed to recite Subhanak Allahumma. That's it. Any other recitation you're not supposed to do. But if you're praying alone, individually, or you're the imam, in the 3rd and 4th rak'ah, you only supposed to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Make sure you do not add any other surah. Understood? Yes. 3rd thing. One of the major sins is to harm someone's reputation. And how do we determine that, okay, this is a major sin? Because anything which attached with a warning, that is an indication that that is a major sin. In the hadith it is mentioned that anyone who harms someone's reputation, that is the person who is under the curse of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah save us. Say Ameen. So if you are the one who tries to harm anyone's reputation, remember the hadith. Remember that you are under the curse of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So you don't want to be that individual. So you have to abstain from this act. Now, the harm of this sin is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes away the mercy from you. Now you are under the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and also the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. However, if you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now all the glad tidings of the Quran and all the glad tidings of the Sunnah in the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam are for you, inshallah. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us ability